So this is my attempt to do something to actually mitigate my own feelings on this whole virus that we find ourselves having our lives surrounded by. It's my initial thought was, hey, it's a very sad, upsetting time. I'll play the least sad and upsetting thing that I can. The thing that makes me very happy and has almost no negative effects for me. And then I have everything set up. I have the game ready to go. But then also the game just dove me straight in. That's fine. God. There is a way. Let me just try this. So, I was all ready to do this much earlier. I'm going to zoom in so it's at least... I don't want to stretch it much, but it might be better. Okay, that's at least you're closer to it. I had everything set up, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to stream for the first time and just do something I enjoy, which is play Kirby, and I'm going to try and beat as many as I can. My goal, I don't know why I set this specific goal, I want to beat every single Kirby game, record myself doing it, stream it, and then just have fun doing that, you know? I had everything set up. My Wii U was set up. The HDMI splitter I have was set up. The recording thing was set up. And then I go to the Wii U menu, and for some reason, it is just all blurry. So I spent probably at least 10 minutes trying to fix up the settings on the Wii U, trying to do something like, oh, I don't know, make it work. When, like, that's not working. So I was like, well, fuck it, you know, I'll stream a Kirby. It's probably a problem with the Wii U. I want it to go in order, but fine, fuck it, whatever. And then it's showing up on my Switch. I'm like, what the fuck? I almost quit right there. I basically did. I said, you know what, I'm just gonna fucking watch TV then. And it's like, the TV has fucking motion blur. I thought it was my fucking HDMI splitter or my hop hog, but no. It was the TV randomly just turns on a motion blur setting. I don't even understand what the point. It's apparently called soap opera mode, and I don't know why. That seems really fucking stupid. But anyway, I get on and you can't. This is the other thing that was infuriating, is you couldn't just turn off the TV. You couldn't turn that off from the TV remote that I have quick access to. No, I spent a good amount of I spent at least 10 to 15 minutes restarting the TV like a fucking computer, because it just was like, oh, restarting generally solves the problems. I'm like, okay, I went through advanced settings, I went through so there was a setting with disabilities, and I was like, oh, is maybe this accidentally turned on to a setting for the vision impaired, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense, but it's my only theory. So I go on, and I fucking restart the whole thing, and then goddamn nothing works. And then I'm about to give up when I have the last idea I have, which is maybe go on the side. Lo and fucking behold, I just turn it on game mode. It fixes fucking everything. I was going to go till 11. I'm recording this also to put on my YouTube channel. Just see how this fucking goes. I'm so tired. The other thing was schoolwork today was great, you know, online classes, great. It was like, you know what, I'm ahead of things, I'm gonna be productive and whatnot. Oh fuck, I forgot how this game works. I'm gonna be productive and get like so much work done before and then I wanted to spend the day learning about Audacity, and I was like, that's a great plan. Good job, William. You did it, buckaroo. I get on, and work that I had for an entire week was just gone. It just wasn't there. I was like, great. So I spent time remaking that work, not even fully finished. And then, on top of that, there was just like a shit ton of random work that a teacher threw at me last minute. Still have to bullcrap a ton of that, and then it was a whole thing. And then I went for a walk, I got lost, and I'm here now streaming fucking Kirby in 2020. Anyway, that's how I got to where I am now. I hope you've enjoyed my life story. And speaking out loud just really exemplifies how naturally flamboyant my voice can be. But whatever. We are who we are. We are where we're at. And I am still just fucking mad I just died to Lolo or Lala. I forget their names individually. Lily's Quest. Shout out to anybody who fucking remember. I think it was Lily. Yeah, it was Lily's Quest. I forget the voice actor, but he was fucking phenomenal. He does like every voice. It's a parody of Mario. It's a 2D platformer on Adult Swim, which surprisingly makes some pretty good games. And it wasn't very challenging, mind you, but it was just a pretty fun parody 2D platformer, and they made a sequel, and that was even better. And it's funny just how it looked marginally better, but like at the time when I was a kid, I was just like, oh, wow, this seems amazing. Anyway, streaming Kirby to nobody. God, oh, if I got one viewer, which is me. Checking the chat. Oh my god. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm pretty fine just playing this alone and talking to myself like a normal fuck. Like a normal fuck, yeah. Interesting thing I learned is that I didn't know this. The SNES and NES Classic controllers work as like normal just Pro controllers for the Wii, and they just function like NES and SNES controllers, and it just naturally matched all the buttons to what it was supposed to, and I'm like, that's fucking great. I'm so happy, because I didn't want to have to play Kirby with a Wiimote, because I don't like the Wiimote controls, at least, because they're on their side for some of them. And it's just like, some of the button placement's not very fun, and not cool. But it's workable. It's whatever. When I say it's not fun or cool, I mostly just mean to say that it's like, it's not perfect. Like, Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards, you have to hit A to spit out your ability to combine it with others, and I just don't think that that's good. I think it's pretty annoying to have to do that. But whatever. The other thing that's weird with that is you can't use a nunchuck. But if you look in the manual, all they talk about is just the other controls. For it's literally just controls. But the first page is like, here's how to use the Wii Pro controller and GameCube. But since I'm playing this on the Wii U, and because I want to do it on my nice big screen, I can't use the GameCube controller. Which is, you know, fun. Technically the first copy ability right there. What I found is interesting about the flow of this game is when you... It's weird. There's like this kind of mixed thing that happened because of copy abilities. I love the copy abilities. They're so much fun. But what I found is that stages, like, this is fun. Like, I love Kirby, and I love literally all the games. There's some I don't have, but all the ones I have, which is the majority, I fucking love to death. but I've noticed that, like, stage to stage, like, this game is probably the weakest stage to stage. And just because it's, you know, the first one, it's on the Game Boy, and so, like, there's a lot of limitations. But then, fucking, like, the boss fights, they have a little bit more because you're not using the copy abilities. Because that's the one thing I've always found weird about Kirby and levels, is that they still design it like you're not going to use copy abilities. Which is, you know, that's good for those that aren't great at the game and maybe they just weren't able to hold on to it for very long. And that's an interesting way of doing it. But you gotta assume that most people have copy abilities at that point. Like, if you're at a boss fight, and they usually hand it to you right before. I ate that fucking food, I shouldn't have died. They hand it to you right before you start any boss fight. It's generally like, okay, you know, here is... Oh, that's why, because it was the spicy curry. But they still, like, bosses will drop stars for you to suck up and shoot back at them. And then I guess the other half of that is, you know, if you lose your copy ability. But it's, I don't know. When you're good enough at the game and you can just suck it back up, then it kind of feels pointless, almost, to have the stars there. But here, the stars are literally how you win. And there's a bit more of an interesting relationship between player and enemy for that reason. Because, you know, because you have to engage a bit closer with them. That's sort of my thing. I'm not a game designer and probably never will be. I'm not talented enough. But the design I've always enjoyed the most, and it comes across in and it's part of the reason that I think, you know, people discredit, you know, NES and SNES games a bit less so now, but they still do it, is that good NES games, they have very interesting enemy-player relationships. You know, I walk up to an enemy and I learn about it and I see it, and it generally has this very oppressive nature. You know, it's shooting whatever it shoots, it's attacking however it does, but it's doing it in a way that I need to engage with, because the games are designed to just, like, get past it. And so side-scrollers, in this area, you have the debate of, like, in your head while playing, do I kill it, or do I just, you know, just try and get past it? And that's why I love Castlevania. Castlevania is one of my favorite series. And it's just, with those designs in mind, Kirby has such an interesting relationship with his enemies if you don't use copy abilities. If you use copy abilities, then the relationship is kind of lessened depending on what you do and what you have. Like, Bonkers, for example, is a great enemy because you have to dodge a lot of his attacks, like a lot of them that go upwards, so like the jump arc is a little changed. You can't rely on just flying up with him. His stars get very close, but he's more of a close range guy, so obviously, like, those do more damage. And the other thing is, just stars normally come after or during an attack, so in order to be engaging with them, you have to be attacking them, or they have to be attacking you. It creates a very interesting dynamic for me when you don't use copy abilities, because it's all about playing defensively, and you can't really be oppressive. But when you have copy abilities, like the fucking mirror, which is my favorite, because stage to stage, it's really fun. The fucking mirror makes almost every boss a joke, because why do I suck? Because if you're playing as you should, which would be most efficiently, you are putting up the mirror constantly. And in most games, the mirror reflects projectiles, and most bosses shoot projectiles. And if not, then like you can just use the block ability. And the block, I'm pretty sure in most, I know I'm most familiar with Superstar and Superstar Ultra, just reflects back. I don't get me wrong. I understand these are easy games. They're meant to be. As I say, as I'm getting my ass kicked. They're meant to be easy games, you know. That's what, like, the arena and the true arena's for. It's just, you know... Fuck. I don't know, like... Just, like, look at this little relationship right now. Like, right now, like, I have to pay attention, but I have to be close enough to be able to suck that in and shoot it off and fly away. As he goes back and forth on the screen, he takes up the majority of the screen with that flight pattern. Like, I have to move around to actually get out of it. I can't just, you know, stand in a specific area and get away. If I stand right here, then he could shoot me with the bullets. If I stand over there, it forces you to move around and engages you. And as much as I do like later Kirby, like this all comes from the idea that I like every single Kirby game. But if I were to say, like, oh, what would I change design-wise, it would probably be something about, you know, cop abilities being a bit OP at times. But again, it's sort of a wash because I fucking adore every single Kirby game. I don't know. I haven't played a single one I dislike, so maybe my complaints aren't major, you know. But yeah, thoughts is basically the only intelligent thing I have to say about Kirby. But other than that, that's why that's the thing. I got a bit more enjoyment out of Blowout Blast than I think some other people did. I understand it was kind of a not great celebration game, and they kind of marketed it as like, oh, the fucking second coming of Kirby for some reason. It was weird. It was very small marketing, if any, and then on top of that, it was marketing that was very boisterous but minimal. It's weird. I believe that's replaced with the sword guy in later games. So, again, maybe this is the first copy. It's weird. There are elements of the copy abilities within this game. What is it? Oh, yeah. Blowout Blast. I still enjoyed Blowout Blast because it didn't have the same dynamics that I like out of a boss fight, but it had something. It was at least a more interesting game than I think, honestly, the RPG games were. They're fun because they're just Kirby. They're literally just, I'm pretty sure they are just the engine of the respective Kirby games, like fucking, you know, Triple Deluxe. Fuck. It's the engine of Triple Deluxe running an RPG with a free-to-play RPG, and then fucking the engine for Star Allies. I mean, just, it's upgraded. Look, I don't know. But they get really boring. Honestly, I really want to get Star Allies at this point because I heard it was very disappointing, and I played the demo, and I did like the demo, but I was like, oh, okay, this is fine. So clamoring to get it, which felt weird. But now that everything's out and they've added all the fan service, I'm like, okay, I kind of want this game now. Plus, if you include this as a game, I own most of the Kirby franchise, and it's a weird sore spot. I'm gonna fucking have to use a continued Kirby's Adventure. I'm gonna have to use a fucking continue. I don't think this game doesn't have continues, per se, right? I'm pretty sure this game just has start from... Yeah. Yep. I will not lie. Talking while playing games. A bit more difficult, I found. I don't know. I'm trying to talk casually yet interestingly. I feel like I have things to say, but I don't have the right... I need to work... Not a filter. I don't think that's the best word for it. I just need to... I don't know. Make everything entertaining seems lofty and, quite frankly, impossible. I was gonna say stupid. Oh my god, that's not stupid. But I don't know. I want to be interesting while talking. I'm not very just... I don't think I come across as most interesting on these fucking streams. Well, I say these streams, like, but this is the fucking first one. And these videos, like, when I have someone to interact with, when it's just me hanging, I feel a bit like I'm just droning on and on, which, you know, maybe I am. I just kind of like the stream of consciousness. I don't like... I wouldn't like to fall silent during this. I do... I enjoy the occasional stream, but I don't get... I don't get the ninja ones. I don't. And when I say that the ninja ones, it's like those are the ones that's just like a guy sitting there silently. He will never acknowledge your chat. And if he does, he's like, "Thank you, Jerry," and then he goes back to playing the game, and he doesn't talk. I was just watching... Like, it's going on right now. If anybody's watching a stream right now, it's probably not mine. When he is Egoraptor, Aaron Hansen, he's streaming right now. He's fucking talking to his people. I dedicated myself. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking stream and record this just because I want to start doing it myself. I want to start doing it myself. But I was like, I felt like such shit. I was like, I wanted to watch that fucking stream. Jesus Christ, Kracko Jr. I wanted to watch that stream because it's him playing the not great Mega Man X's, which I want to get to also, but I do want to beat 1 through 4 to get to the bad ones in the Legacy Collection. That sounds so fucking good, that stream. But he's like talking to people and he's interacting. Like, I think my favorite streamer, quote unquote, if you can call him that, is fucking Film Cow. And it is fucking Stardew Valley, not Stardew Valley, God, what is it called? How did I fucking, I think, yeah, it's a Video Game Valley. The fucking Video Game Valley streams, they're like the most chill thing on the earth, and he's just a really cool, genuinely nice guy. And he very positive vibes all throughout. And he's talking to everybody and just having fun. He doesn't even play anything remotely close to a popular game. He plays fucking Sega Saturn games, obscure Game Boy games. Yeah, I'd like to be at that point where it's just like people would watch literally anything I do. Right now, nobody's watching anything I do. But we will get to that point, won't we? I think. When I'm a fucking famous voice acting piece of shit, you know? You know all those famous voice acting pieces of shit. Jerry. Wow, guys, I'm great at fucking improv comedy. Did you hear that fucking skill? That fucking sickness I just threw out? Cause Jerry is an oddly specific name. But I said it. I sure am wacky and cool. Anyway, fucking goddamn it. See, that's why you can't stand in one place. Oh my god. One of the first games I actually had on my 3DS, it was this. And I think that's when I first learned that the first Kirby didn't have copy abilities. Because I love Kirby. I played Amazing Mirror to goddamn death. Come on. And I bought it, and I was just like, yeah, I'm so fucking glad. I think it was best $5 I ever spent. And I play it, I'm like, where are the copybooks? Like, I swallowed him. Don't you fucking kill me. I swallowed a Waddle Dee, and I immediately just thought to myself, this feels wrong. What's going on? And I played it, and I loved it. And I do love this game. It's so good. Am I at fucking DDD? I don't think I've been streaming very long. I think is this close to got it. It's been a while. It's been a while. Oh yeah, that's it. Oh, we just fought you. Oh, that's right. There's like a little stage. Forgot. I forget so much about this game because it's... Hey, evil Kirby. Oh, not evil Kirby. Just... What the fuck was that? I have no idea what that was. Yeah, I've been streaming for half an hour, and I already am at this point in the game. Kirby. Is it? There's a hack of Kirby's Adventure, I think, that it takes away all copy abilities, and it's all about strict platforming. And I've heard it's a mixture of hard and easy, because it's Kirby platforming, but it's still platforming you're not used to. I think the only ability you can get is high. I think, and that's what it is. I think it's you only have high jump, and that's just it. High jump or go fuck yourself. Guys, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm nailing it. That's the thing that's getting me about this is just how much I'm fucking nailing this. Literally perfect at this game. What the hell? Why did I have to do that? Why did that? Whatever. How would I don't know. I got lucky. I didn't even see the fucking spike guy before. I also don't know the names off the top of my head. I am fake Kirby fan. I know. God damn it. Krako's fucking great. I've always had problems fighting him. Why is it, he is the one boss other than Wispy Woods that I think has appeared in most of the games. It's weird that they went this design. They went here. Like, Wispy Woods, get it. Fully get it. Great starter boss. He's just like a tree. And he's super easy. He's just a tree. And he's super easy. His pattern is incredibly simple. And then you just... Fucking goddamn it. If I have to use another continue because of this, I'll be fine with that. I don't want to say something that will embarrass me. What is this? What is going on here? Is there something I don't know about? Oh, I hope you can all enjoy the plumbing that you can hear from my basement. Isn't it great? Don't you love plumbing? Where are my plumbing stands out? Yeah, let's fucking raise one out, my boys, for plumbing. I'm also... No, again, nobody watching. Almost don't need to worry about saying this. I kind of trap myself a little bit in a closet because I'm trying to find a decent enough recording place. I'm working in Audacity, trying to, fucking god, I do not enjoy this boss. This is one of the few bosses I'm like, I just don't like it. Again, an interesting relationship between enemy and player where I need to be close enough to them to not only hit them, but to get the weapon, and it's a bit of a twist on how the stars work, but at the same time, it's just not fun chasing after them. And then you have to hope that you're going fast enough to hit them. The only saving grace for this boss fight is in Superstar Ultra. When one of them dies, the other one is just distraught. And they fucking try and kill you hardcore. It's a fine boss fight, but Jesus Christ, I do not enjoy it whenever it appears back in a game. I can barely hear the music, because to ensure there's no problem, I have it set down on my TV so that the mic doesn't pick it up. I have the Yeti set to something so it doesn't. It wouldn't do that. It's just playing right in front of me. I don't know what that exact one is, but yeah, it's playing on that. So it wouldn't. But just to be safe, I didn't want to have my shit too loud. I'm very hyper-focused right now. Because if I die to fucking Wispy Woods, I might kill myself. Honestly, I was more under pressure for that than any other boss fight, because if I had died, is this Kabuto's? I forget it. And I died. Didn't even die to a boss. I was gonna be like, if I die to him, am I gonna have to do it again? Am I gonna have to do it again? Wow, this game is 30 minutes long. I'm gonna give it the God damn it. I'm just gonna say, like, simply, this is a 30-minute long game. I know I'm currently at 32, 33. Okay, I've been live for 33 minutes, but I've been recording for 32. I understand that these other bosses were harder, but if I died to fucking Wispy Woods, I would have not been able to live it down. As a kid, this shows how fucking mean a kid I was sometimes. As a kid, I would, like, make fun of Wispy Woods. And I made fun of the theoretical people who would get hurt to Wispy Woods when they first tried it. I don't know why. I played fucking Superstar Ultra so many times that the idea of Wispy Woods getting hurt was a laughable idea to me, to the point that in, like, the stupidest fucking, like kid sort of way, I was just like, if anybody were to get hit, even hit in the boss fight, that, then they suck. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Nobody plays Kirby but you stupid piece of shit. Yeah, I was mean to little me. Lil William was a little bitch. I will tell you that now. I remember I tried. Oh fuck. Oh wait. Gotta save my computer real quick. Anyway, I'm streaming off a laptop, so if there's any issues, blame it on that, not me. God, what was I? Yeah, Lil William. I love this. I love that I'm dying in fucking. Are you not plugged in? Jesus Christ. Anyway. Lil Wayne was a bitch. I've said that more times than I thought I would today, but this is, this is just where we're at in life. calling the children version of us bitches. We've all done it from time to time. Sound off in the fucking chat, fucking comments. I don't fucking care. Why did I get aggressive? I'm tired. I'm so tired. Anyway, Little William was a bitch. I was also pretty stupid. I remember my friends wanted me to teach them how to play Pokemon, which I didn't know much. I wasn't very good, and there was like a kid in my class that was like speed running the games on his free time, and he didn't even know what speed running was. And they asked me, and I was like, oh, okay. So at fucking snack time, and this was fucking like first, second grade, a bunch of kids, like, I would just sit them down and I'd teach them about Pokemon. And I remember I didn't know why. It's so stupid. I didn't know why essays were so long. I knew the term, like, make this 3 pages long, and like you'd hear it and they go, oh shit, 3 pages, and then they like, that was such a pressure, and I didn't understand that was because you had, like, they would give a word amount. God damn it, how did I hit that nut again? Hit that nut. So I just said 3 pages, and then I pointed at the bottom and I said down to here. And so and they were like, what? Because they were children as well. And so I just said, no, it needs to be down to here. You have to get it to right here. You have to write it, and it's due, and it's due tomorrow. Because I don't know why I wanted to. I don't know why I decided that I was gonna be an asshole with due dates as a fucking child, but I was. It's great. It's a fun time we're having right now. I was a fucking, god damn it, I was a fucking stickler for due dates as a child in a class that wasn't real, and then my friends had asked me to teach, and I was excited. I was having fun, but my form of having fun, it's fucking spikes. My form of having fun was basically yelling at my friends. I said down to here, and they go okay, and then it was on Pokemon weaknesses, and I said, like, write me a fucking paper on it. I don't know why I sounded like a Valley Girl as a child. That was a horrible impression of a child. I was like, fucking write it down here, and then a kid hands it to me the next day. He was so nice as to indulge me in this fucking lunacy that I was taking on, and he was like, here, William, here's the thing, and he hands it to me, and I remember getting so mad because he just written in really big words, like, water is good against fire types. Fire types are good against grass types, which was things I had told him that he didn't know. So he was learning. He undertook the lesson. But I was such an asshole, I got mad at him because I was like, no, that's not, because you didn't write it right, even though I never specified it. So yeah, I'd be a great teacher. Long and short of it. Alright, we're still rocking, no viewers but me. What's weird is, I don't know, do I just maybe talk to myself or talk these scenarios of streaming out in my head so much that I don't, it's weird, even though there's nobody here and I'm talking to nobody, it feels like I'm talking to somebody. It feels like I am attempting to entertain someone. Oh man, nearly got damaged to Wispy Woods. Would have had to, my younger self would have had to beat me up. Fuck do I go? Okay. I thought he did hit that, and I think. Also, I love this design of DDD. I don't know, he's just really cute. He's just really cute. Boss fight is the best one in the game. It's the most interesting. And it's interesting how they make him like anti-Kirby, where Kirby's nice and sweet and no detail at all, and DDD is fucking incredibly detailed and does the same like suck up ability. So how many times have God, it feels like they've remade this exact scenario like a few times. You know, there's this level reappears in Kirby's Adventure, which I just beat today for the first time, and I was like, yeah, that's cool. This boss fight repeats with the stage prior being the opening level of the game, and then it leads to fighting DDD again, and then after that, I think because they remake it in Superstar, this whole game basically, and then they remake it in Superstar Ultra, technically twice, because they remade the remake, and then they made the sequel, which is just a modified level. It's just the first level modified slightly to be like, ooh, a bit harder. I don't know. And then I'm sure, I think there's also a reference to it in Star Allies. I don't know. It's just, people fucking complain about like Sonic shit, and this is kind of how you do it. It's just like, it's very subtle, and it's not like Green Hill Zone is just, that's been done to death. I don't even mind, but like I have to acknowledge, like, yeah, they keep doing it because they're just like, how do we start a Sonic game? Green Hill Zone, fuck it. Also, I'm doing great. I'm trying to buy the new quote unquote new to me, the new Retron 1 HD, because I love the Retron 1. I don't like those HD retro consoles that play 1,000 game systems. Fucking goddamn it. Because it's just, I don't know, a lot of them, they don't feel like, they don't have that retro feel to them that I think does add. The Retron 1, the one I got, fucking god, that was a while ago. I think I had that in grade school. Yeah, no, I definitely had that in grade school, because I think that was my confirmation money I used to get it. I've had that for years. Anyway, like, those consoles, they don't have the same feel to them. They feel almost bootleggy. I mean, they kind of are, because they're like, it's not Nintendo making a Nintendo system. So in a way, but I don't, whatever. I have no problem, because I like the Retron 1. The Retron 1 is great. It's just, it literally just plays it, but I've had it for years, and it's kind of fallen apart on the inside. Which is allowed to. It's been there for years. One of the dust cover things has been gone for a while. Don't know what happened to it. Buy a replacement, but at that point, just like, pay the fucking, I think it's $40 for the new Retron HD. Plus, I would love to be able to stream and record that without having to buy like the new cable. I don't know. A fucking Super Nintendo. It's weird. I have the Retron 1 to play it, and I was like, yeah, I should get the Retron 1 just so it works best. It would have been like a sales pitch from a guy. But because I got it at a retro game store that sadly doesn't exist anymore. He might have been just overselling me on that, because he also told me to get NES controllers. Shit. But then when a gaming store opened up in the area, which I miss because they don't have, fucking goddamn it, I suck at Kirby. retro gaming store, off the charts. I think they still have an online presence. If they do, to the very few people that will hear about it because of this, please go support them if you can. I really like their stuff, and they remembered me, and they gave me a discount because I shop there often. I fucking got my Adventure Island and Super Nintendo. Yeah, I got a Super Nintendo from them. At that, I don't know. I kind of like just having the Super Nintendo isn't even like my favorite console. Like, it's still pretty much the NES. Like, I don't know. I've waned, and it's like, oh, pure nerding out love of it, and then I go to college, I don't see it for a while, and then I come home and I'm like, oh, my NES collection. Oh, I miss you. Miss the Retron one. It honestly, I wouldn't get it if it only supported HD out, but it has AV cables. I have a nice little setup over there. I do want to change some stuff with eventually, not now. It has a nice little thing, and it's all AV because I have a nice big tube TV that I love. The games look great on it, and I prefer older games to play. Fucking goddamn, God, what? This is hard. I don't care what anyone says. This is hard. It all back there, and it's just like, oh, things have to play in AV. I need an AV system. But it would be nice that if I wanted to record something, I want to get good footage, it wouldn't be, you know, like, it wouldn't be the gross looking converted stuff, because converting looks fine, but you can tell the video's never as good. It's always just best to get an HD capable system if you want to get a good, like, recording or snapshot, or fucking killing myself because I can't beat Kirby's goddamn adventure. I've gotten worse at games over the years, I think. I don't know who else feels this, but if you're like the gaming person of the group, like if you love games, people just fucking assume that you are good at games, I guess. They think, oh, he plays a lot of games, so he must be good at them. And it's just not true. It is just a falsehood. Like, yes. Just to prove that, I made up a list of games I haven't beaten that I own, and that some of that's due to just never playing it. Some of that's due to like I haven't beaten it. I forgot I needed to add Dark Souls to that, which that's it. My goal. It will never happen because it's, you know, that I have absolutely marked down. It's 180 games that I haven't beaten. And I define beaten as just like, you know, you finished the base stuff. And they're all things that were given to me specifically or that I bought. And it's counted as of now 180 games. But I realized, hey, like a bunch of shit still at college. God damn, I thought I sucked that up. A bunch of shit still at college, which means that number is likely to hit 200. I don't know if I have 20 games, but I know I'm missing some stuff somewhere. And that is not counting multiple versions. So I have fucking Kirby's Adventure here, and I have it on the NES Classic, but I do not count that. That's still one game I haven't beaten. So yeah, I'm doing great. I don't know. I enjoy the fact that I own the games, that, you know, they are something within my collection. I am a collector of games, but it kind of feels like, oh, you know, you never played that. You kind of wasted money. A little bit. There's that twinge of it. Maybe that might. I was thinking it might just be right now, because you know a new game comes out. I'm like, oh, I fucking gotta play it. I always play games late. I always play it way after somebody else does. You know, I got an Xbox One like late last year. Literally, right. I bought it right after, before. I'm gonna say before Christmas. It was whenever Fallen Order had like barely come out. It was out, but it wasn't. No, it had to be sometime before or after Christmas. It wasn't around that. It wasn't during Christmas because I didn't. Wait, god damn it! Right before Christmas. It was right before Christmas because I remember coming home and playing Fallen Order. And the Jingle event, the fucking awesome train event in Apex Legends, because with my friends here. Yeah, I do remember that now. I just got an Xbox One. I don't have either Doom Eternal or Animal Crossing. I think if I get one immediately, it's weird, like, it was going to be Doom Eternal. I'm glad Doom Eternal has turned out great. And I'm fucking gonna buy it on the Switch, I know it. I have an Xbox One, don't know why I said it like that. I have a fucking Xbox One, 1 terabyte of fucking storage. It's the most advanced console on the market right now. And I was like, yeah, I'll buy probably one of the most great looking games of this year, of last year, basically, on the fucking Switch, because why not? It's honestly because I have Doom for Switch, because I didn't have the Xbox when I bought it. Fucking, I'm so glad I didn't have to do that again. And this game took an hour to beat because of TDD. God damn it. Yeah, I don't play games much when they come out. I'm gonna turn myself down. I just don't play games much when they come out, because it's like, I don't know. Because I have 180 games I haven't played, but at the same time, I still also I can't spend too much. Most of the games I buy secondhand. You know, where did I do it? Yeah, it's right here. First of all, we can also cross this game off the list. I have a fucking dedicated list. Like, Kirby signature. Oh, wasn't even on the list, this one. Great, cool. But it's like, Zelda 2, I got on the NES. I have it on the NES because it was a box copy that was at a gaming convention, and it's on the Super Nintendo. Ghosts and Goblins, Super Nintendo, Rayman, that's on the PlayStation Classic. Ninja and the Clash of Carrots, that was like $10, and it was like, I think it was like 2 cents or something on the Switch at one point. Dragon Ball Z, Budokai, my brother and I just bought that years ago for the GameCube. Final Fantasy 3 for the DS, that was obviously, I shouldn't say obviously, I'm in the age range to have bought that when it came out. It's just a lot of things that I buy secondhand. I'm going down the list to try and see anything that I bought new, and I guess Donkey Kong Country Returns. Let's start a new adventure. Okay, give me a second. Donkey Kong Country Returns was one of the few. It was one of the few that I had when it came out because I got that as a gift. Obviously, no Phantasy Star, not Sonic 06. This is going down to the Genesis collection I have. That's a lot of Genesis games. Didn't buy. I think Skyward Sword. My brother and I, it was mostly him. Bought that when it came out. Dark Souls Remastered I got for my brother when it came out. Definitely didn't buy Starlink Battle for Atlas when it came out. Not DuckTales Remastered. Yeah, none of it. Almost none of this is were anything new when I got it. I guess when I do actually nut up and buy a game, I like spend that $60, then it's just more or less like I'm dedicated to playing it. I want to beat that game hundo percento and just, you know, get my money's worth. Where's my money, bitch? Where's my money? Up and A. Up and A. And then select. On the title screen. Got it. Oh, wait, that's fucking right. Because it's a Game Boy game. I would have to... This is another weird thing. I need to reset the console, technically, in order to do this. Will that fuck up my capture? Please tell me it won't. Please tell me it won't fuck up my capture, please. But the hell? What? Whatever. I'll do this at a later point. I forget, how do you fucking... I'm hitting everything. I mean, I'm unplugging that. I'm hitting everything I can. I don't think there's... Yeah, I think I'm just going to do that. See if I can just vamp to get to the hour mark. Yeah, this is just a test stream. I had fun doing it. I do enjoy talking a good amount. And I got a grand total of 0 people in the stream. Let's see. Let us see who got in the stream. Did anybody? Nope. Still just me. Whatever. I had fun. It was a lot of fun. I enjoy this game. I want to go through every single game. I definitely couldn't do one a stream. But it's fun. It's definitely a fun time. Let's just take a quick look at the Kirby history. I find it interesting. It's weird. It starts at Kirby. That's not where it starts. Nintendo released the Nintendo Entertainment System, and they move all the way to the far-flung year of 8 years ago. The Miiverse celebrates its 20th anniversary. Dude, I wish I had the box still. I think, God, that has to be somewhere. I have the case. The case is still nice. I like how it's like a wooden chest. I was actually playing the CD that it came with. What's the movie? A music video. I don't think it has anything other than this. I don't think. Wait, no. Canvas Curse. Not Canvas Curse. What's it called? Fucking Rainbow. Fucking whatever. Oh, wait. You can't see all this because of how the stream looks. Whoops. Yeah, I think other than Star Allies and that, this is basically still. Wow. 2 generations, and there's only been 2 games. It's weird. Fucking the DS got fucking 3. Game Boy got 87,000. That's weird. It's weird how it's the least amount other than fucking... No, I guess the Wii got at least 3, technically speaking. Huh, interesting. Sorry. Really, I'm just vamping for time at this point. How obvious is that? one small feature I hope that I can show off in this. Just pick Kirby's Mass Attack just because I like that you can spin the box art. I love this. I do enjoy. Oh wait, is it the box for the thing? I don't know. Oh, please tell me you can just do the NES games too. The NES games. The NES, like it's the I think it is just the box. That's still fucking awesome. Well, the European Union was founded. It's not anymore. Ooh, that is. Oh, I would love to have the box. Actually, I don't own this game. I own this game on this, but I don't own this game on the NES, which is weird for me. I own fucking Superstar. I think that was the first game that I got, and then I got Super Mario World, and I think it's just, other than that, it's the Super Game Boy. My brother's copy of Goof Troop's upstairs, which I gave to him after buying for him. I got a Ninja Turtles out of that because the guy just wanted to get rid of Ninja Turtles on NES, but whatever. So, yeah, I want to do this again. I'm not sure when I'm going to do it again. Not like the stream was a rousing success, but yeah, it was fun. Anyway, I'm gonna stop the stream. Actually, I'll stop the recording first. Anyway, have a great night. Have a great day. Hope you're staying safe in this coronavirus land.